Mangithi thokozani kuni nonke abantwana bethongo. It's me, Umatapelo, an indigenous prophet nomthandazeli. Alright, so today's topic I feel is much needed because of the kind of questions I've been getting in the comment section, and what I've decided I'm going to do is I will take time to go through all your questions, and as much of them as I can answer, I will do a separate video where I will answer all of them. So let me say that I've got one other video I need to shoot after this, and then the third video that will be addressing all of the questions. So I get a lot of questions regarding people who had gone for consultation before, and they were told that, hey, you know what, you've got a special gift, or iSthunywa, you are going with an angel, and it's really quite confusing. And I think, let me give my take on the process, how it changes you, what the importance of the process, ya ho phethisa moya, ukuphakamisa umoya, or activating your angel, because that's what most of the questions are around. So I'm getting the vibe that after you are told that you've got this gift, it's then an immense amount of confusion that befalls you, because you don't know what are the processes, what do I need to do, and you feel lost and you feel confused, and at the same time your angel is showing you flames. Okay. So I understand, because obviously I was there. So I'll try my best, and I do want to outline the fact that I cannot speak about the process itself. I will just outline what you're going to expect so that you know what you're looking out for. All right. So when you find out you have an angel, okay, that is iSthunywa, we need to go through a process of activating the angel, uphethisa moya, ukuphakamisa umoya, right? So a lot of questions go around: do people with prophetic or go with guardian angels and their gifts, do they have to twasa? Right. So we don't call it tutwasa because a tutwasa is an indigenous practice for people with ancestral spirits that function in their own way. So that process is completely distinct and different from the process yauphahamisa moya, the process of activating your angel when you are someone that is walking with an angel. If ever you're a double exozo, meaning that you have a prophetic gift and you also have ancestral gifts and spirits that live inside you and need to work through you, then you will see that if you have chosen one gobela and the gobela happens to have a iSthunywa, meaning that they can activate the iSthunywa as well, they'll take time out of your twasa process to do the petting of umoya, and it is completely different to what you do on your daily rituals in reaching your graduation day in terms of your ancestral training. And you know what, I'm struggling because it's so cold that my chest is filled with cold air. You understand what I'm saying? I'm cold, and now when I go to the mall, when I have visitors over, I can't cough. I have to hold it in because now, it's a delta. No, it's not a delta, it's a cough. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get it out of the way, because now you're like, yo, go, not a delta. No, I don't. I just got a cough. I just got a cold chest. I just got a wind. I just am in the winter, all right? So now that we have differentiated the difference between the two processes, now you understand that you are not going to twasa, but there is an activation and a training that you need to do. Note that I said there's an activation 1 and a training 2 that you need to do. The activation of your angel, we are speaking about an event, one event. There are processes leading to the day where they phakamisa the iSthunywa, and every person goes about doing this whole ritual differently. So there are people who work with one day and you're done, you can go home, you are finished. And there are people who take 2 weeks, there are people who take a month, and there are people who take up to a year or 2 years. It really just depends. It also depends who and where you are going to activate your angel. Churches have their own processes. And in my mind, I didn't have my iSthunywa activated in a church, so I cannot say that I know the process of the church in activating iSthunywa, but I should think theirs is longer because obviously they need to fit it within the church schedule, and you need to, there's processes. And then when you go to someone private, they have their way that their iSthunywa has taught them to activate other people's iSthunywas. So that is the only difference. But I would say that they are distinct and necessary rituals towards the raising of the iSthunywa that has to be done to make your spirit susceptible to the rising of the iSthunywa. So there are things that we do beforehand to make sure that you are in a certain state of health, of mind, of spiritual wellness, and to open the chakras, especially the throat chakra, to be able to activate iSthunywa Sako, and so that we get the best results thereafter. Ne? Sharp. So that is the only difference. There are people who've discovered that for them, taking you through certain processes for them is the best way. There are people who are going to just say, I'm going to activate your angel thereafter, find a church where they will teach you the rest of now they'll teach you the training, the school, meaning ukusebenza ngabantu, how to work with people, how to make siwashos, what candles to use for what rituals to do as a person who is working with iSthunywa. So that is the training. The activating is the event. The training is how to consult, how to work with people, how to... But let me tell you something. There's no one that can teach you how to see, how to listen to the spirit. There is no one. When you go through the event of activating the angel, the point is that your Gogo, your Mkulu, is sitting in the right place so that they can function and speak clearly and be heard clearly by you. The rest is up to you. So your trainer will have to test you with certain things to see that you are now learning to listen. I'll give you an example of a test, right? So let's say you're training with me, okay? And I take you on a walk and I say, all right, cool. I need you to look at that lady standing over there. What is it that you see from her? You will then look at her and say, Gogo, I see that she was supposed to be a medical doctor. I see she's got problems in her marriage. I see that she's just lost a child. I see A, B, and C. I will look at her through my spiritual eye and I will confirm if what you are seeing is what I am seeing, to see if you are now learning to listen to spirit. We go to another one. We go to another one. I can even ask you, what do you see about me? Obviously, these are things that I will know for sure. All right. What do you see? What? What you seeing? All right. So once you tell me what you're seeing, I can then confirm that, Gogo, definitely, absolutely, I have a cough right now. It is not the Delta. So there we go. Right? So that is one way that your trainer can be testing that your spirit has risen. But in no case will they say, right, now your Gogo is saying, your Gogo. You need to know what your Gogo is saying. So the most important thing is to have faith and belief in yourself and in your angel. Never doubt what they are telling you. After the process is done or the event of Uphakamisa iSthunywa, let me lower your expectation. All right. So your expectation is that, you know what, I'm going to have clients and I'm ready to open a consult. I'm ready. I'm like, come. It might not happen that way. And I'm not saying this as an umbrella comment for everybody. You might definitely get clients the first day, or you might struggle a month, or you might struggle 6 months, or you might struggle a little bit longer. It depends. It depends on the context, on your situation, on you, on your angel. But the most important thing is that you are listening and you are ready to act when they are telling you to act. All right. So, what else did I need to say now? I might need to edit this because now I'm gonna think. All right. So, how do you choose your your trainer? Since the process of ukuphakamisa iSthunywa is so widely compared to ukuthwasa, many people are afraid to choose someone and go to them for the training if they've not been shown that person. And let me give you my 2 cents on the issue. It's not as sensitive as getting a gobela to twasa, because they are working with the angel. Whomever is training you is working with you to activate the angel, and the angel does its thing, basically. What they teach you is how to work. I hope I'm making sense. Whereas uktwasa, they are training the dlozi. So I in my 2 cents, that's what makes finding a gobela in terms of your ancestral training so much more sensitive than getting someone to perform the ritual of activating the angel. I'll say that angels are probably more independent in terms of working and their training, because most of you will find that you have dreams of water, you have dreams of school. Whenever you are in the water in a dream, and whenever you are in a school in a dream, you have learned something new that day, right? Whenever you are dreaming that you are flying, you have learned something new that day. So they start the training way before. So a lot of this knowledge is already inside, or the data just needs to be unlocked or just spoken once it's unlocked. So what I would suggest is that in terms of getting a trainer, the most important thing is that we are asking for their guidance, because of the kind of world we live in, where you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you are misused, where you are abused, where you are robbed, where you are lied to, where you are wasting time, where you are shortchanged, etc., etc. So we are still using your white candle, your white candle on your left, your yellow candle on your right, to ask them please to give us a way forward. I've seen this certain person. I want to approach them to help me with this event or with this process. Please, if you will allow me, let the things go. Let it happen. Let the appointment happen. Let me get them the first try. If it's not meant to happen, then stop it. That would be the easiest way. So if you're trying to contact this Gogo, for instance, and you know what, you can't get a hold of them, or they've set an appointment and they disappear on the day, then you know those were your ancestors warning you against it. In terms of someone who is choosing to go through the process in the church, they will show you the church. I think there are about 3 ways to get a church. They will show you a uniform in the dreams. Okay? If you don't know the churches, then you would ask someone to say, you know what, I dreamt of a green coat and a white duke, and who wears that? And then let's say they say, oh no, the Zion people wear that. Now we need to find out which Zion, because besides finding a Zion ephakamisa iSthunywa, it's now finding the Zion that your angel is going to be comfortable in. So we now masiphahla siyabacela ukuthi ngiboniseni indawo, ngiboniseni ukuthi kukuphi. Other people will then see location, that okay, this looks like Pretoria. I'm looking like, okay, this is a building in Centurion. Okay, cool. And then you the spirit leads you and you find the church. And then there's a way that sometimes you're just randomly walking past and then your spirit is drawn to a certain church. And then thirdly, it is a trial and error, meaning if you know that you've seen a certain uniform, or perhaps you went to a consultation and they told you you need to find an apostolic church, and then you just go to one, and then when you feel like it's not the one, you go to another one. You feel like it's not the one. So there are about 3 ways to find a church. To first of all do the training for you, do the event, do the training for you, as well as to attend. So once this thing is done, let's say you have it done privately or even do it at the church. So once the event is done, your spirit now ikupugile, umoya wako kupugile, your angel is activated. What is now expected of you? Well, let me tell you something. You have the key to that answer. So your Gogo will communicate what it is they need from you. You will have either gotten this from the consultation, or she will come through dreams or visions to show you what it is they expect of you. Not everyone that has an angel is expected to work the same way. Please let me repeat the importance of this fact. There are people who have umoya, and those people are just meant to have umoya to assist their family in their troubles. So you become something like the makadzi of your family. You pray and pasha on behalf of your family. Whoever has issues, they come to you in your family, and that's it. Apart from that, you don't have to do anything else in terms of being public about it, or in terms of being permanent. 24/7, this is you, right? And then there are people that are expected to work in the church. So every Saturday, every Sunday, you are prophesying, you are praying, you are doing whatever in the church. Thereafter, they don't have expectations outside of the church. Then there are people who are meant to work independently, and those people are usually people with angels who were working independently anyways. They had their own clinics, they had their own churches, or whatever the case may be, and so their work will also follow suit where they are working independently. So it's important to establish this either through consultation. If not, some angels are secretive. They want to give you this information, so you pasha on it. Make sure you are clear before bed. Do the things that you need to do so that you are activating your dreams, you are writing down instructions, and you are doing as you are being told in the instruction. I'll tell you, when I was still churching, I was still born againing. Okay, I was still born againing strong. All right, I was fasting, I was doing the things. Okay, but life was falling apart, my friend. Okay, and I had a dream one night, and I had this dream. I was doing a 3-week fast, and guys, I would dry fast, no food, no water. So I probably was in my 2nd week of fasting, and I dreamt I was in the flat where I was living. I was literally in the living room, and I saw a line of people, and I was just praying for these people, prophesying, move, praying, prophesying, move, pray, prophesying, move, pray, prophesying, move. And stupidly, I went to the head of the church, and I was like, I had a dream, like, what does it mean? But now looking back, obviously that wasn't a dream, but it was a vision. So you can have visions asleep. A vision, the meaning of a vision is bonagaliso, is when you are being given straight picture of what is going to happen. It's not, you don't need to disseminate, decode, or deplete your airtime. You don't need to figure anything out. It is what it is, right? So I had one of those dreams, and so when I got my first consultation and I was told I had a gift, immediately that dream flashed in my mind, and I knew ukuthi ngizosebenza ngabantu, meaning my gift is for the nation, is for the community. I will definitely be working outside my family, my realm, my friends. So if you're not getting this from a consultation, it could be that your angel is secretive. Be patient with yourself. Don't panic. Get rid of that anxiousness. Your angel, as you get to know them, you will know what it is that they expect of you. You will feel it. they will direct you to people if it is that they need you to work with people. For instance, you might be, in a mall or whatever the case may be, and you start getting messages for people like, she's got, her butt is sore or her waist is sore, whatever the case may be. Then you know that, okay, no, my gift emanates when I'm around other people, meaning that I'm probably going to work in an environment with other people, and it is probably to help other people. So what else is expected of you when you finish Hupetisa Moya, or to activate your angel? You will be told the kind of angel that you've got, right? So some of you will hear drums in your ears, some of you will hear water, some of you will hear whistling, some of you will get urges, right? So you get urges to climb mountains, meaning that your spirit is very much connected to the mountain. You might have ingelosi yomlozi wentaba. The water, you might have ingelosi yamanzi. The drums, it definitely means that they are guiding you to a church with drums, right? They need to hear this, all right? And as soon as they hear this, umoya wako yakhuphuka. And then there are angels that, this is their thing. They are angels who need whistles, right? So every angel has a specific thing that gets them going, and that is how you will be led to a church. Having an angel is a responsibility because you are the keeper of them. So whatever it is that in terms of their needs and wants and expectations, we are expected to meet those. So being in a church of drums, you might not personally enjoy drums, but your angel might enjoy the drums. So she obviously won't be appeased if you don't hear that. And if she's not appeased, you will not be happy. So that's how it works. It's that relationship. It's a give and a take. Okay? You might have an angel that used to smoke snuff, and most of them did. And so you might have to smoke on their behalf. These are some of the characteristics that might be out of your normal range, out of your normal characteristics and behaviors, but it's things that we now have to adapt to ensure that our angels are happy. I'm trying to find something else that, all right, okay, so one of the things might be the Bible. So for instance, my angel was a big Bible reader, and she expects me to carry it almost everywhere, and I'm expected to read it every day, because in that way she gets fed. Okay, so our angels did not all function the same. You might find that you have a more traditional angel. They didn't believe in the Trinity, or whatever the case may be. Angels are definitely not the same. So it's important that whatever they are communicating that they need or that they want, you carry it through, because now you need to get into your head that you are now not functioning on your own behalf. You are now functioning from a perspective of a higher power. An angel is someone that is functioning from the power of Mvelingangi and is getting their power from the hierarchy of angels. So, and then the third thing is that also it's someone who is church aligned, right? So immediately that means that there are certain behaviors that they align to that maybe previously you didn't align to. But I don't need you to be anxious about this, because it is something that gradually will take over you, and you will become more accustomed and comfortable with it, because when she's activated, more things will start to change. So other people will complain that, oh, I can't wear makeup anymore, my face itches, I can't wear shoes anymore, I can't dress a certain way anymore, I'm like finding myself that I'm dressing like a gogo. In these cases, sometimes it's just your angel just getting accustomed, getting comfortable. It's a phase, and then iyandlula. In some cases, it changes your entire life, so you'll find that you're not someone that wears makeup anymore. Don't freak out about this. Your angel is still a person that can hear, And so in that case, you partner them and you let them know that, Gogo, I'm going to a wedding. Please, can I wear makeup? Please, can you just give me the day to do A, B, C, D, or whatever the case may be. There are a few things that you will be told need to be done in terms of your diet. There are a few things that you will need to be told to keep clean. And some basic things that I can tell you is before approaching, they love cleanliness. Your place of living, they love cleanliness because of that connection to those angelic beings. In terms of your behavior, they like cleanliness because they were church aligned, and again because of the connection to that heavenly and angelic realm. So in whatever you do, in fact, some of the things that you used to do, you will not be able to do them anymore due to the fact that you have now this person who's taken over, who needs to be in a certain environment. So once you learn what your gogo or what your mkulu needs in terms of being happy, do those things and you will be happy as well. So if you are somebody that's untidy, and you will see that if your gogo was tidy, you will definitely feel uncomfortable now in a space that is untidy. So it is those little tweaks and changes that you need to make. I don't want to delve too deep into the other processes. First of all, because they are exclusive to the people that will be training you. And second of all, some of them that are generic knowledge, like your diet and how they affect your chakras as someone with an angel, nezambato, and all of those things are topics on their own. So here what I want you to do is clarify what it is that needs to happen once you find out that you've got an angel, what the outline of the process is, how it may change, what role does it put you in, how do you do it, who do you approach when you want to do it, etc., etc. So I'll be expecting the rest of your questions underneath the comments, and what I will do is I will either, depending on the number of questions or the depths of the questions, make another video trying to extensively explain the questions if I can. Like, you can't ask me, Gogo, what is the event? I can't tell you. You can't ask me, for instance, like, what are they going to say I shouldn't eat in the... Those are things included in the processes that I can only outline and briefly explain so that you are not anxious about getting it done, because as you very well know, an angel will less likely cause illness. A Rosie or an ancestral spirit is more likely to cause illness, sore bones, pelvic pains, etc., etc. An angel will deal with you. Okay? They have other ways of dealing with you. They'll deal with you through your marriage. They'll deal with you through your finances. They'll deal with you through your friendships. They'll deal with you with the enemies. My friend, they will deal with you. Alright? And you will know when they're dealing with you, because you will be going through, you will be in them go. You will be in them go. Alright? So you don't want to be in them go. Get your things done. Get your things done, and once you get your things done, they then release whatever was due to you. If it was marriage, if you had lost cars, if you had lost friends, or whatever the case may be, take comfort in the fact that whatever was lost, like in the book of Job, where it says that whatever was lost to him was replaced 10 times more. So in the case of the angel, it's exactly the same. I don't need you to sit there mourning the loss of your job, mourning the loss of your friends, mourning the loss of whatever it is that you've lost in your life. They know the reasons for taking those things away, and they will easily replace them with things that are better. You just need to trust in the process. You need to trust in your angel. You need to trust in God, and you need to trust in the process. Trust the things that you're hearing, and train yourself to speak them out loud so that you know that